The secret to a beautiful camp collar is not the fabric, but the cutting and the sewing process. So in this video, I'll be showing you step by step how to achieve this neat and clean camp collar. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. First and foremost, we arrange our fabrics on the table. So this is how you arrange the fabric. You pick the two edges of the material and place them on the table facing each other. Make sure the fabrics are equal, and then when that is done, you fold it this way. So for this video, I'll be using 3.5 for my camp collar. The camp collar, you must have to give enough allowance here because it will also serve as the collar. It will also show up on the collar of the clothes, not like a regular button shirt that you just fold 2 inches. So right here, we'll also be marking out 1 inch, 1 inch all round, or 1 inch straight across the fabric. This 1 inch will serve as a button allowance, and therefore all our measurements will be starting from this 1 inch. So the next thing we'll take now is our shoulder. So we'll mark out 6 inches first, and then we'll go down by 2 inches. This is the shoulder slant. This is the basic way of marking out a shoulder slant. So right now we'll go ahead to draw a straight line across it. So now after this, next thing we'll be going ahead to do is to mark our shoulder. So the shoulder is 20, and we'll be adding ½ inch sewing allowance. Right here at the armhole, I'll take down 6.5. So now we'll come to the chest. The chest of the cloth is 42. Now note that I'm taking my measurement from the 1 inch I earlier marked. So 42, which is 10.5, we'll mark it out, and then we'll add 1 inch sewing allowance, making 11.5. So we'll take the length of our clothes, which is 29, and then we add 1 inch allowance, making it 30. So I'll go ahead to draw out the line at the baseline. So you mark out a straight line. This is the 29, and this is the 1 inch extra allowance, making 30. So if you've gotten to this point, you are very close. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to get the shape of our clothes. You take out 6.5 inches, and from that 6.5 inch you take another 6.5 inch. This will give you the curve of the clothes. So now from the base of the clothes, I'll be taking out 4 inches for the slit, so I wanted to have a little slit by the side. That is depending on your preference. So right here you see we have 11.5. On this 6.5 line I marked, I'll take out ½ inch and then mark 11 inches. On this line down here, I'll repeat the same 11.5 I marked earlier on. Then on this point, I'll add ¼ inch to it, making 11.8. This is how to get the shape of your cloth so that it doesn't come out pure straight. So this will just create a little curve on the clothes. You know that normally the human body has a curve. So this will give you that curve. So now from the end of this line, I'll take out 1 inch. That's making 13 inches here, 13 inches here. I just connect the 1 inch together. That is the slit of my vintage shirt. So that being done, I'll go ahead to connect the armhole. If you have your armhole curve, you can use it to connect it, or in the absence, a free hand can still work. Now we'll go ahead to cut out our cam collar shirts. So this is the front pattern actually. We are going to also be cutting the back. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I would like you to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so that whenever I post another content like this, you'll be notified. So right now at the back, we flip the material opposite this way. Take out 1 inch. That's your button allowance. Make sure it is maintained. Make sure the same 1 inch repeats at this point. So at the top here, we'll be marking out 4 inches. That is the back will be longer than the front with 4 inches. Mark out your 4 inches and go ahead to draw a straight line across it. After you've drawn that, you cut it out, and then we'll trace out the entire shirt. So now we turn the clothes upside down, placing the back under and the front on top. This is what it will look like. So right now, when you've done that, we are going to go ahead to arrange our shoulder, making sure it overlaps by ½ inch, which will serve as our stitching allowance. So therefore, when that has been arranged, you look for an iron and press it down. So right here, we'll be taking out our shoulder measurement again, which I said is 20, and we'll add ½ inch sewing allowance, making 20.5, or making 10.5. So right here at the collar, taking out 3 inches. Then this way, I'm going to take out 5 inches, and then I'll measure it first to see whether it gives me the neck measurement. So what I need for the neck measurement is 16.5 to 17 inches. So this is giving me 18. So I'm going to reduce it. Let's use 4.5. So I've reduced the size of the neck. Then I'll also check or cross-check the measurement of this to see what it gives me. So whenever you're cutting your neck of any particular shirt, don't be in a hurry. Make sure you take your time to confirm your measurements before you make a mistake. So as you can see, this is going to serve me well. So I go ahead to cut it out. Then at this point, remember it's a cam collar. You don't just cut it anyhow. You have to be careful. So I'm going to start by making it somehow straight before I now start curving. Yeah, so this is it. And then we'll cut out the back also. So after that, you open it and take out 3/4 inch from the neck downwards. So now we'll trace out our armhole, and then at the front part we also cut out again, making the front a bit smaller than the back. So here we'll notch the front of our fabric and the down, just to give us a guide when we are dressing the clothes. So right here we'll be marking out our sleeves. The sleeve for this shirt is 11 inches. So go ahead. First of all, you have to get that's the width, and what we'll be using here is 10.5. 10.5 will serve for an average person, or 10 inches. But when the person is very big, you can use 11 or 11.5. So right here, I said our length is 11, right? So first of all, we'll give the stitching allowance, which is 1/2 inch above here, before we mark the 11 inches. And then from the 11, we mark our folding allowance, which is 3 inches. I hope it's quite understood. Some of you make the mistake of marking your sleeve, your short sleeve, without taking out the 1/2 inch for the stitching allowance. So this is how it is. We go ahead, rule a straight line all across the lines, and then we'll mark the depth of our armhole, which we are going to be using 4 inches. So right now you connect these 4 inches to the beginning of the armhole to create a shape like this, just like an S. So right here, the bicep, my bicep is 14. You're going to be adding 1 inch stitching allowance. So you connect this line to the armpit and then draw out the other line here. So this is how to mark your short sleeve, basically, whether for your vintage shirt or for your senator wears or any kind of short sleeve button shirt. This is the same way you mark it out. So after that, we are going to also use this same pattern to trace out the second part of the sleeve. So guys, if you've not also subscribed to this channel, guys, please do so. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. We have a WhatsApp group, which I'll be dropping the link under the description of this video. So I would like you to join the WhatsApp group so that we can connect and talk. So right here, we'll trace out the back part. So right here, I'll go ahead to notch the 3 inches here. That's for the folding. So that is it for the sleeve. So right now, what's left to be marked is just the yoke of the shirt. So right here, you just arrange it. So guys, make sure you arrange the yoke well before you cut it. Make sure it's equally placed, and then you keep something on it to avoid it from dancing around. Remember, it's a vintage shirt. So right here, I'll be posting the video of the sewing. So I'd like you to click on the link and watch it.